She says, we got a search warrant. We went in and seized all your files. Would you and Kathy like to come to the hearing tomorrow? Yes. And she says, contact all your injured worker friends and contact all the media you can and have them show up down at the courthouse. Oh, a couple hours later, I get a call back from Christy Hutchinson. She says, don't bring the news media. We don't want any news media. It's an ongoing investigation. There could be corrupt judges. There could be corrupt Workers' Compensation Appeals Board judges. She said, because it's ongoing, we don't want the news media there. So I felt a little bit relieved, but a little bit, something wasn't right. Something just didn't feel right. So there were 7 or 8 people in dark suits, men and women. I said, who are these people sitting in the courtroom? She said, they're all from the DA's office. They're here for you, and we're fighting this. We're all on your side. We've got them now. We've really, we're going ahead with the case. So the judge came in, kept waiting for the files to show up. The files finally showed up with a handcart under armed guard, and I was excited. I was sweating. I was nervous. I was scared. I was happy, all in one one emotion. I'm sitting in a superior courtroom waiting for the files to show up. The 2 investigators showed up that had been out to the house. They'd been down to the plant and talked to my dad to get information early on in the investigation. And then Christy Hutchinson tells me that Steve Cooley just gave the okay to use all resources, all man hours, whatever it takes. And if the state fund wants to fight this, he himself personally will take them on. If they want to, and the words that were told to me, go to war. The judge ruled that they proved their case of crime fraud, and that the files would go to the DA. And it was like a mini cheer went up, except it wasn't so much physically or verbally, but you could tell everybody turned around and looked and smiled at me, and I got the thumbs up. And we were so excited that there was somebody in government that cared about an injured person's rights. There was more hearings. They had some hearings we didn't know about. That State Fund was trying to get the files back. They wanted to get them resealed. In the meantime, the district attorney took my case, Larry Nine, they took my case to a grand jury and used the files at the grand jury. The grand jury found evidence that there was crimes committed and gave what I would call the green light to go forward on the case.